All right, welcome back, everybody. The MF Rec League. We got a game series tonight between the Grubby Gladiators and Unwise Behavior. So, pretty interesting series. Going to be interesting to watch. For the side of Unwise Behavior, they are going to have two people subbing in. They're going to be having Jordan subbing in for Josh Game 1, their support. And for, I think, both games, they're going to be having Frodo sub in for Connor in the top lane. So it's going to be interesting to see how that changes the dynamic of their series. For Grubby Gladiators, they have their full team, so a little bit of an advantage, but don't expect too much. Alright, so starting off right off the bat, going to be getting rid of the Urgot for Grubby Gladiators, taking that away from Venomous Duck. He had a pretty good game last time on the Urgot. He is kind of an Urgot one-trick, so getting rid of that character, who is actually really strong at the moment, is a good strategy. Going to be banning away Feoria's Lux. And for Grubby Gladiators, they're going to be banning away the Jarvan from Freshie. In the jungle, they're going to be banning away Yannick's Yone, who is actually subbing in for Ryan at the moment, while he is taking his extended leave away from the Rec League at the moment. Dave is Frodo Teabaggins. And the final ban is going to be Talia, so targeting one more of Yannick's champs in the mid lane. Now with blue side, one thing I'm surprised is they left open Tai's Caitlyn on the fucking Caitlyn patch. Guys, what are we doing? Okay, Tai, who is pretty much a Caitlyn one-trick, very strong champion at the moment. Very surprised that champion was able to make it through, instead opting to ban away the Mordekaiser. Fitz wanted it? I mean, yeah, who cares if Fitz wants it? You're not blue side. You don't get it. Unless he wants to pick them to pick Caitlyn so he can go Samira instead. But even though it's like, you can block a lot of Caitlyn's damage using the W, it's still not a fun laning phase. Like, Samira still gets outranged pretty badly by the Caitlyn. Instead, going to be giving over the Maokai here, picked up on 2. That could be flexed to jungle or support. Probably going to be taken for Jordan, most likely. A really good combo for the Samira. There's a lot of CC in the kit. Amumu going to be picked up here. Now, it can be a flex for Amumu, support and jungle. So it's going to be interesting to see where that goes. And no, we're actually going to be committing the Amumu to the jungle. So instead, going to pick up the Leona here for Colby. I'm surprised they didn't go with the Zyra. I know Kate Zyra, or not Zyra, Kate Zyra. Colby has been playing a lot of Zyra. So very interesting to see that not taken up. So would rather go for the more heavy engage follow-up for Colby instead of the heavy poke lane. All right, and Echo for Freshie going to be locked in here. So Freshie finally going to be busting out the Echo. I don't see Yannick picking up the Echo. I think what they're more likely to do is to flex Freshie to mid if they want to. If they really want the Echo. I don't really see them. I don't see Yannick playing the Echo. It's like a weird situation where instead of flexing the champion, you're just flexing the player. We're going to be seeing Victor banned away from Feoria, Tristana as Tristana mid being banned out from Yannick. That's surprising. I don't really, I know he can play it. I just don't think it's like a champion that he would play. But, still very annoying champion to play against in the mid lane. She just permanently shoves. Really hard to kind of get solo kill on and gank just because you can buffer the W. Alright, let's see. The final ban going to be the Silas, so banning that away from Yannick in the mid lane. And Akshan just going to be instantly locked in. Okay. That is definitely a for free champion. Very, very strong champion on the patch at the moment. He kind of just abuses all mages pretty much. The Emax full crit build is very toxic to play against. You just come out of stealth, auto, and then E, and you just get so much damage. And since your ult scales off of crit, you just get so much execute. Now Swain actually gonna be locked in. I don't know if I actually like the Swain into the Akshan. Like, okay, like thematically, like for the team comp, yeah, I like Swain just because they don't have the best DPS. Like Samira isn't really a DPS carry, and Akshan can be DPS, but he's more like an assassin. This team wise, but it's gonna be a rough laning phase for the Swain. Yeah, it's a very rough laning phase for Swain. And Cho'Gath going to be locked in here for Venomous Duck in the top lane, but Frodo is a very, very proficient Darius player. He does play it a lot. And we saw what happened last time Darius versus Cho'Gath happened in the Rec League. It was not a fun sight for the Cho'Gath. But yeah, looking at these teams, this team is just unbelievably beefy. Like, I think Akshan, unfortunately, can't go the crit build. I think he has to go on hit, because he has to be that extra DPS for the Samira. He can't really play like an assassin with the full crit. So I expect him to go like a Bork, Kraken, Ginsu variant build this game. I don't expect to see the full crit. But if Caitlyn dies early on in the fight, if Echo's able to like find a Caitlyn caught out, I think they can win the fight, but it's going to be pretty hard because of how tanky Grubby Gladiators is. Yeah, if Echo can find Caitlyn caught out, it's not going to be fun for her. And I think they just instantly lose any team fight. But the only good thing is that they do have really good objective control with the Cho'Gath. Who played it? I played it. I played Darius into Cho'Gath, and I was up 8k gold over the Cho'Gath. Just don't ask how the game ended. It was very sad times. Yeah, I had a Flame Horizon at 18 minutes over the Cho'Gath. But unfortunately, top lane does not matter. Yeah. Yeah, let me do this. But you know one thing that can't make me depressed like a Rec League game can? Factor Box. Alright, get 50% off your first Factor Box meal and 20% off next month's using the code right there in the chat. Help support the Rec League any way you can. Heard some pretty good stories from it so far from the few people that I know have bought it, so they're enjoying it. I think you might if you want to try it out. go. Unwise Josh, where the heck are you? Okay? I came into this game wanting to root for you, and you don't even show up. Thank you, Nugget. We appreciate you. Allowing everyone to watch ad-free while still supporting the Rec League. Alright, let's see. Ghost TP out of the Darius. Definitely something. I think Flash Ghost is a lot better. Just because you can Flash E someone as the Darius, and it's very annoying to play against. But hey, I'd rather play that. Thank God we're seeing the Comet this time out of the Cho'Gath instead of the Grasp like we had to watch last time. Alright, let's see. We're going to be seeing a standard just 5-point out of both teams.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I think I'm just gonna do that. Hope you can swim. Alright, let's see. Let me check the runes. So going for the Sudden Impact Relentless. Alright. I like Sudden Impact Treasure Hunter. That's just because I'm a greedy bastard and I like just snowballing. Especially because of how much gold like Auction can generate. Like if you get a couple good roams off, you get some of your W's, you know, you get Collector, Triumph, you can just generate so much gold ridiculously. See Chase gonna be starting down here on the bot side, gonna force his bot lane to leash. Like a little goober. Ooh, good Q by Yannick there. Getting some decent chunk damage. Frodo just trying to walk at him. Frodo should... Okay, if he was smart, he pops Ghost there. Frodo should have popped the Ghost there and just chased Duck down. Just getting the passive proc early would have done so much damage. I genuinely don't know why he was allowed to just walk up there. Good E by Feoria there just to get some more healing back from the passive. Like, that Cho'Gath was just spared. Oh, -1. Tai, we saw that, and you're sure gonna see it after this. Yeah, it's not gonna be a fun game. I expect to see like 4 Merc Treads this game. I honestly should see 5 Merc Treads. It should be Merc, 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 Merc. It's because you have Cho'Gath, Amumu, Leona, and Swain. Yeah, if I see any other boot but Merc Treads this game built on red side, there might be an almond smelling package in their door. Oof, Venomous Duck taking some big chunk damage. Freshie could look for a dive here. Now, Chase is up here on the top side. Does have the Conquer, so he should win this against Freshie early. Taking a lot of damage. Goddamn, a Mumu balanced character. Yannick going to be jumping onto Feoria here, and he has the Ignite. He has a lot of the damage. Ghost going to be popped. Flash auto, going to get the reset. Going to be able to just chase after chase if he wants to, but no, just going to get the solo kill. So yeah, rough early skirmish. You really shouldn't be going for that with how weak Swain is compared to the Auction, who has the Ignite. you know, Akshan, Darius against Swain Cho'Gath. That's you should never be fighting that on the top side. It's gonna be the free Scuttle Crab for Freshie though, and he might look for a potential bot gank here if they want to go for something. 9. Excuse me. Oof. Frodo taking some decent poke damage now. Probably should look to take TP back to the lane. Yeah, you know we cater the baklava around here. Never had it though, surprisingly. I think I have had it though. I might have had it before. I don't know. My mom's probably like brought it home or something before. Frodo gonna get his base stop, but Cho'Gath hurts. He's also level 6. He's just gonna get a solo kill. Okay, Frodo going to TP back. Wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. He base TPs with a wave underneath his turret. Takes some poke damage. And then just fights in the minion wave. Okay, top lane's over. Top lane's just over. Honestly, I would not hate to see a Roa Cho'Gath this game. I would actually not hate to see like a full... Yeah, he's going it. Let's go. Okay, I love this. He doesn't need more... He doesn't need to be tankier. He needs to do more damage for his team. And I love it, especially because he can now build into it because the Darius is... I don't know what he's doing. Yannick going to be jumping in onto Feoria here. Going to get pulled out of his ultimate. If he takes one more turret shot, he's dead, but won't be able to. He can still go for the dive, though, if he wants to. Ultimate going to be used. Ah! Just going to live on a little bit of HP. Oh, wow, that bandage toss able to hit onto Freshie here. Still able to pick up the first 2 grubs, so not a terrible trade. Mumu just going to do the Scuttle Crab. He didn't have a swing. He didn't even need to ult. That's the thing. If you just get close enough to the turret and just swing around it, it'll die. But looks like Yannick's going to be the one dying here. Going to get hit by double ultimates from the Swain and the Amumu, unfortunately, here. But Tai getting caught out by the Maokai CC. Freshie going for a gank here in the bot lane, so at least going to be able to find something in response. No, no, no. We don't need Zerkers. We don't need Zerkers, brother. You're going to have so much attack speed with the on-hit build. You just need Merc Treads. No. Ay, Dios mijos. Frodo potentially going to get solo killed here again by Venomous Duck. Getting quite low. One more Q. He's in lethal range. Ult is doing 387 true damage, and he's at 390, so one more Q, and he's dead. It's the middle of the day? Brother, it is 6:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, if he just goes Merc Treads, Kraken Wits, I don't see a universe in where he's dying. But, I don't know. He's getting baited by the Zerker Greaves. And going to stand right on top of the W and just going to eat that, so it's not even that good of a trade for him. Uh-oh, Tai and Colby Cakes overextended without vision here. Tai gonna flash and Freshie gonna flash into the Kate trap in the bush, but fortunately Jordan gonna flash after the Caitlyn, and now this is it's looking kind of bleak. You know, Caitlyn getting put behind early when she is primarily is literally all of Grubby Gladiators' physical damage is not gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be Roa Cho'Gath. And I actually like it this game. I think Roa Cho'Gath's perfectly fine. Both Bandage Toss going to be found onto Frodo here. The Q won't be found, but that's just going to be a free ult. Frodo doesn't have the flash, unfortunately. Bayoria going to get swung on here by the Akshan, but doesn't cancel it in time, unfortunately, so won't be able to find the Q. Yeah, he's playing really good on the Amumu. I like the Conqueror. I feel like it's given him a lot of skirmishing power early. Oh, wow. I don't actually know the build on Swain, but is it actually Blackfire Torch? I feel like you're so squishy. Like, I think Leandry's is a must because of the HP. Alright, despite the Caitlyn being put behind early, with the 2 deaths, still up a lot of gold because of the, oh, Feori is dead here. Oh, way too wide of a swing. But actually, no, perfect distance. I thought he would be able to get around it in time, but no. Still going to end up dying to the Amumu and the TP from the Cho'Gath, but still really good. Aw. I mean, he has a Sapphire Crystal, or a Mana Crystal. We got a decent skirmish here around the Grub Pit. Ultimate going to get off on time enough for Frodo, so Chase will end up ticking down to the Amumu, or to the bleed from Darius' passive. So all in all, I mean, Unwise Behavior does have 5 Void Grubs, and with Akshan Darius in the side lane, it's going to be really annoying. Yannick going to be swinging in here from the turret. Ultimate going to come out of Jordan here, and with the good gank by Freshie, we'll be able to set up his mid laner here to secure that kill. And doing a pretty good job. Colby Cake's going to flash and force out Fitz's flash. Don't know if that was entirely necessary because you still have the cleanse. I think if you just cleanse instantly the second the Zenith Blade connects, you can E through the Leona, and then you're fine. But gonna use the flash to get away. You know what? It has value, this game. He has a lot of value. Oh no. Forfree doesn't expect the Amumu to just be sitting in that brush for the bot gank. You're going to end up falling to it. Fitz going to use the W to dodge out on the Amumu bandage toss. Going to be going in with the ultimate. The Amumu doesn't have the ultimate to disrupt the Samira's ult. He's going to try to burst him down. Freshie able to just escape using the Merc tread value. Fitz going to go back in. Just a little bit more damage is all they're missing out on. That's going to be a 3-for-1 trade for Unwise Behavior. So, unfortunately, they just didn't have that much damage. I don't know if Ty had Collector yet, but Fitz already having the full Collector purchased was able to allow them to win some of the skirmishes by getting them low enough. And now Darius is just hitting the top turret for free. Yannick, he's in the mid lane, but Frodo's hitting this turret, and he has 5 Void Grubs. And it's now a 2k gold lead for Unwise Behavior. Most of it in just the jungle. 1,300 gold lead for Freshie. I think teams are going to have to start banning out the Echo potentially. Freshie gonna be going in onto Chase here. Has the Merc Tread value, so gonna use the ultimate and just gonna burst down Chase here, who has no magic resist yet. So gonna take a lot of damage from that Echo. Fitz gonna be dashing in onto the Leona. Doesn't have enough damage. Tai gonna be flashing afterwards though. And that's going to be a 4-for-2 trade for Unwise Behavior. Freshie going to come back over the wall to finally finish off Tai. TP going to be coming out of Frodo from the top lane to just help secure the dragon. And yeah, pretty good fight. Going to secure the second dragon here. Yannick. Yannick. Actually, Janik. Top tier 1 going to be secured by Venomous Duck here. I mean, he's never like fixed me on saying Yannick. But if I'm mispronouncing it, I apologize. Ooh, I don't know if actually if Feoria wants this. You know, it's still a Darius. Tai going to be getting ganked here by Freshie, and that's a full Lichbane Echo. Jordan getting engaged on here. Chase and Colby Cake's going to be going back in, but that's going to be a two-man Echo ult. They're going to be bursting down the Amumu. Venomous Duck trying to escape with his life. And he will be able to walk away, but that's going to be a 4-for-1 for the Grubby Gladiators. Not Grubby. That's going to be a 4-for-1 for Unwise Behavior. And they are just rallying behind this Echo. He has a 13 KP. Fitz does have to be a little careful. You know, nobody else is kind of nearby, but just going to be able to walk away. They banned... What did they ban out? I don't actually remember. I just know that he somehow got the Echo. Ooh, Jordan actually going to be engaging onto Colby Cakes here, but Aftershock trade, he's going to be very tanky. Frodo wasn't able to find the hook. I don't know, I have to go back and I think they banned mid. I think they banned Yone. They banned Yone. I know one of them was at least Yone. Feoria getting jumped in on here by the Auction, just going to eat that entire ultimate, going to ghost away, but Jordan just going to use the ultimate to hold him down for whoever wants to kill between their carries. Oh, Freshie going to be jumping in here. Still has Merc Tread value. That is the Merc Tread value. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Freshie, for going Merc Treads. Does he have... He has health, but, you know. Those are the power of the Mercs. Yeah, they banned, was it Triss, really? I don't think it was Talia, Yone. I think Tristana was second round phase. But yeah, I'm still surprised they were able to just give over the Echo and the Auction. Like, those are two champions. Frodo doesn't have the Ghost to chase down Venomous Duck here, but Freshie is coming out of the cut. And this is a 0 MR Cho'Gath, so he's going to get bursted down. Going to end up falling to, I believe, Freshie's red buff. Going to be eing in on top of Feoria here, and he actually wins that. Going to charge up the ultimate. He's dead. That's enough execute range. And this is the struggle of playing Swain into Akshan. You cannot play in the side lane until you get Zanya's. But also, why do we have Blackfire Torch? Just go either Roa or Leandries. I don't even know if Roa is still meta on him, honestly. I don't play Swain at all. But Leandries at least gives you effective HP. So... Rift Herald going to be used there in the top lane. Going to drop tier 2 and get a crash onto the tier 3. Let me look at this. These Swain builds. Yeah, best first item is 56% win rate Leandries. Ultimate going to be used by Jordan here to jump in onto Tai. He's going to be forced to flash and heal, but unfortunately that is a very tanky Maokai. Ultimate going to be using... Okay! Oh, wow. Freshie going to be using some hidden mechanics there. I'm going to talk about that as soon as this fight is over. Okay, so now that the fight is over, this is a... this isn't like in the mechanics for Echo's W. It's a hidden mechanic. I don't think it's like expressly said anywhere. He's going to use the W. He's going to drag his ultimate over it, and as the ultimate crosses, it detonates the W. So as he walks into it, as the ult goes over the W, it crashes it, causing him to get stunned. And it allows for free to just come up here and re-engage onto him. So you don't have to actually be inside the W as like Echo's body. It counts as him going into it. Yeah, the Unwise behavior is cooking this game. Yeah, the Quadra AP team comp of Grubby Gladiators is definitely something. Yeah, he's playing for the I like the Akshan build if he plays purely for side lane. If he just plays abuse Swain into side lane like he's doing, it's actually a good build. And he's doing a good job. You know, the Swain is 1 in 8. Has been a lot of the Echo and the Maokai moving up though. For free in the shadows, potentially trying to catch out Tai. Echo just going to be jumping in on, but now Akshan going to come out of the shadows, and their Caitlyn's dead, and now they have no damage. Colby Cake's getting DPS down. Akshan has the ultimate. Cho'Gath will at least feast on the Samira, and we'll be able to get that shut down, but don't think it's going to matter too much. How much gold are they sitting on? They're not sitting on that much. Akshan is on Collector, but... Jordan jumping in onto Feori here is going to get pulled back by the Darius. Now they're just turning their sights off Baron, and bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, buddy. This is a level 14 Echo, who's on Lichbane Deathcap. Brother is one-shotting anybody. Alright. I haven't even had to check the bounties on, or timers. We got a minute until Soul is spawning for red side. It's 26 to 9. It's almost a 10k gold lead. I think we're just slowly waiting for this game to be over. But while you wait for this game to be over, you know what some of you can be doing? You can be browsing the Factor Box assortment of meals that they could provide for you. Use that link right there in our description, not the description, in the chat box. Get 50% off your first box and 20% off next month's order using the MF Rec League code. I left and blue side was ahead. Echo and yeah, Echo and Maokai just kind of started roaming around. Venomous Duck's now dead. Let's see what happened up here. Let's see how fast Freshie kills Feoria. Protobelt, Flash, EQ, Auto. Don't even think he needs the ultimate. Yeah. Your team's OP. Sure, you would definitely be 1-19 on the Maokai. Maokai Gaming. Fit's gonna flash it on Tai, just dead on site. Colby Cakes and Chase just getting collected up afterwards. It's now 31 to 9. It's an ace. It's a 24-minute ace. They got Soul point spawning in 7 seconds. Probably gonna grab Soul. Probably gonna grab a Baron. Gonna end in hopefully like the next 3 minutes or so. But yeah, let me check the odds. Oopsie daisy. Whatever. People already know the prediction odds. 70% of people thought it was actually going to be Grubby Gladiators. Oh, wow, what a surprise. Mars bet on Grubby Gladiators, so they lost. That's not surprising. Results leaked, cancel the bet, true. Oh, God, Freshie, stop abusing this man. He's just going to ult right out of a... Boom! Jesus Christ, man. Freshie's just playing for fun at this point. Just for fun, Connor. That's his old thing, though. Yeah. You know, Chase had some good ganks. He got, you know, top lane behind. Unfortunately, Akshan got that free early kill over the top scuttle fight, which kind of made Swain's life hell. And one more auto R, and he's dead. Bonk. Yeah, we're just waiting for this game to pretty much be over. Let's see, can I even, like, fast forward any? I can. Feoria trying to go in here. Doesn't have the Zanya, so probably just going to get bursted down here. Fitz trying to dodge around. Going to barely live on a few HP. Freshie almost just one-shot Chase with that ultimate. Akshan going to get the res for the Darius, who just died to the Cho'Gath. Oh! For free, brother. I think he just took a headshot to the face. And that's going to be 37 to 12 for Unwise behavior here in 27 minutes. So, pretty good game. You know, really good game from Freshie and Jordan, just kind of taking the map as they want. They just took everything. They took the wife, they took the kids. But let's see how Unwise behavior does now that they won't have the Echo. No more Freshie Echo. The real question is, when are we going to see stuff like Iceborne RFC Echo out of Freshie, alright? Alright, that was a normal build. I don't like that. Where's my... Yeah, but you see, you get the Iceborne, so you get the Sheen proc, and you get the RFC, so you get to do that super long range. You get the slow, allowing your team to... Okay, yeah, no, we're cooking too much. How do I stop dying when playing Caitlyn? All right, and we got a little Reddit thread here linked by Tai Tai in chat. Just doing some quick some quick some quick research, trying to figure out how to stop dying. But now we're gonna be jumping into the second champ select here. Caitlyn gonna be banned by Red Side instantly, not giving that over to Fitz. Urgot Mordekaiser banned away. Bum 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 bum. What do you want to? What do I want to see out of Grubby Gladiators here? Well, first off, I want to see some actual physical damage. All right, if Caitlyn's your only physical damage and she gets behind, it's pretty much GG. Even if the rest of the map is still ahead. Silas gonna be banned out. Gonna miss game by like 5 minutes. I mean, why didn't they just wait for you? It's only 6:40. A little sus. Lux and Mordekaiser are going to be the next two bans for Unwise Behavior, and the Silas and the Yone banned away. Lock in the upgrade. Don't do my boy Josh like that. Nautilus just going to be instantly locked here for Jordan in the support role, unless we're seeing some Nautilus top lane flex. Will we see it? Probably not. Alright, not a surprise here. Feoria just going to lock in the Victor. Very broken champion. Not a lot of champions can do much into Victor. He doesn't really have a lot of losing matchups. He either goes even or is ahead. Very, very few actual bad matchups for Victor. Yeah, we're going to be seeing Colby Thresh this game, so... Didn't like how he was playing on the Leona last game. He's like, fuck that. I don't like Leona. Give me on a different hook champion. Give me that Thresh. But in doing so, they give over the Jhin. Jhin Nautilus, very strong lane. What counters Jhin? I guess Samira. Samira can. I wonder if Ashe. I don't know if... Does Ashe counter Jhin? I feel like it'd be kind of annoying to play against. Just because you can shoot the ultimate at his ultimate if he ever tries to ult you. Let's see. Worst matchups for him are mages. Okay. And Tristana mid just going to be locked in for free. And Tyler actually going to take the Ashe, so yeah. He likes the matchup, I guess. They banned Silas instead of Trist. Talia? Yeah, rather go for that. Malphite gonna be banned away from Grubby Gladiators, so or Unwise Behavior, so not wanting to do with that. Yeah, seeing Jhin Tristana and not locking in Malphite with the Silas ban is kind of grief. But I guess they just don't want to. Whoever their solo laner is doesn't want to play it. And Jarvan Brand gonna be the next two bans. Final ban probably just gonna be. What do you even ban? I guess a jungler, more Freshy champ. Okay, that is Freshy playing. Instead, they're gonna ban out Chase's Sejuani. So getting him off that just tanky engage. Probably gonna see either the Warwick out of him here. I would assume so. Warwick, and what else could he play instead of Warwick? Skarner. Forgot. Skarner was left open. Yeah, I think Vi would be really good with the double 80 carry. Just ult Tristana or Jhin. The only annoying thing is Tristana can buffer the Vi ult, so it's a little annoying. But still really good into Jhin. And Jax. Jax gonna be hovered here for Frodo in the top lane. You know, Malphite is banned out, but Gragas is still open. Morgana. I don't know. Don't Morgana jungle. Yeah, it's good into like Skarner, Thresh, Ashe, but like Morgana jungle's so meh. Alright, we're gonna be seeing the Morgana jungle here out of Freshie. I would have liked to see something else. Maybe like honestly, Lilia. Yeah, it's not bad, but Lilia into Skarner is like so free low. You just get so much damage. Like, it's not the most fun to play in, I guess, the rest of the comp, but you have so much already engaged in the Jhin Nautilus. And the final pick is actually going to be Rek'Sai. So, it's actually going to be Skarner top for Venomous Duck. And Chase is actually going to opt to take the Rek'Sai instead. Oh yeah, Karthus is open. Oh, come on, bro. Demi played Karthus last night. And he was like 5-1 on it at one point. I completely forgot about Karthus. Okay, but like, how insane would Karthus actually be here? Just shreds Skarner because he can go double burn. Out clears the Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai will be finishing the 3rd camp by the time he's finishing his 5th. Alright, well, that's going to be it. You're going to be locking in the draft here. We got 3 minutes. I completely forgot to do the prediction, didn't I? Probably. Alright. Actually, I'll leave it on like really low. Alright, jumping into this team. Looking at the team comps. Alright. You have Tristana and Victor. It's not a bad lane for Victor, but it's not a good lane. It's kind of just like whatever. Tristana does have an okay time into the Victor if she just doesn't get poked out and is able to find some early ganks with the but that's also another thing is because you have Morgana, so it's not like the easiest time to actually find some ganks. Jax into Skarner. This is a Jax favored matchup, but Skarner can be annoying for the Jax unless he goes second wind, D-shield with grasp. If Frodo just goes second wind, D-shield, grasp, the Skarner can't go the Comet poke build, and he'll be fine. He'll just sustain and he'll, you know, be a side lane menace. Nautilus Jhin versus Ashe Thresh. I feel like that favors not Jhin, just because I know Nautilus counters Thresh. I know a lot of like pro play, they love picking Nautilus into Thresh because of, you know, they just are tankier than him, and you have the point click for the Ashe. And then the Morgana, she'll just be full clearing while Rek'Sai will try and look for ganks. So Morgana, if she just rotates her amps fine, should have a fine time in the jungle. Yeah, it's not the worst matchup, it's just not very fun. Because if you do slip up, you can die to... You can just, you know, screw up because Tristana does have a decent amount of damage. But with bone plating plus Q, you really shouldn't ever be dying. So if Victor just goes bone plating in this matchup, I think it's fine for him. And he can go the new first strike, so he'll he'll sustain, he'll income, have bigger income than the Tristana will. All right. All right, and I'm already seeing Conqueror Jax. I already don't like that. I don't like the Grasp Skarner. Both top laners, I don't like their runes at all. Uh, Comet Morgana. Comet Morgana. Comet Morgana. Huh. I don't know what the rune is for Morgana Jungle, but I know that it is not Comet. Fleet Footwork and Barrier coming out of the Ash, so just trying to sustain up in the lane. Not going to go for the PTA for the extra damage. Fleet, standard rune page out of the Tristana. And we actually got a dual invade, and they do spot it out in the early ward. Oh boy, we're about to have a banger. Just be patient. They're going to come around. Don't wait for it. And, Jordan's dead, brother. That's going to be a free E. Thresh unfortunately does pick up the early kill here. But will anybody else die? Thresh, what time is his hook? 5-second hook. Guys, there's a Tristana up here. Oh. Tai does end up finally getting the kill onto Frodo. Gojo probably going to be forced to flash out here. Don't want this. Oh, no. Oh, God. Kill going to be given over to the Victor. This is a Victor who has 75 Hex upgrades at 1 minute. This game's over. This game's over. He is 25 away from E upgrade at 1 minute. 3 kills, 1 each for mid support and AD carry. Oh, terrible start for Unwise behavior. God awful. Feoria, if I'm Feoria, I am grinning from ear to ear right now. And, ooh, one thing I like, he did actually opt to go for the bone plating and shield bash second. So, you're going to have more security against that all-in from the Tristana. Though, he opted to go for the Airy instead. So, Airy plus bone plating doesn't really make a lot of sense because Airy's a lane dominant rune, but bone plating is also for survivability. So I'd rather just see like phase rush or first strike instead. Venomous Duck taking really bad damage early. Yeah, Victor is gonna have E evolve probably at like 4 minutes if he CS is right. I didn't just pan over to him and see him miss 2 CS though. Flash going to be forced out of the top lane here by Frodo, getting some good trades. And this is also the thing I don't like is that Skarner went for Grasp. Why did Skarner not go for Comet? You don't ever get Grasp procs against a Jax because he can cancel your E. Or he can cancel your auto. So just go Comet, play WQ, throw poke, and you just sustain through the lane. Especially because he went for Conqueror plus Doran's Blade. And bone plating. Like, Jax cannot sustain through this matchup later on. Morgana skipping some camps, opting to go for the Scuttle Crab instead. Not a bad trade, honestly. Better timing than the Chase, who's actually full clearing on Rek'Sai. Venomous getting really low here. Has to be careful. Especially now that he just wasted E. If he wants to, he could try go for a dive, but with the Rek'Sai on the top side of the map, it is a little risque. 96. We are 4 away from an E upgrade. Though Feoria very low on mana. Been using a lot of his abilities. Venomous. Chase just coming out instead of looping around. For free jumping in onto Feoria here. Just getting some good chunk damage, but you heard that in your ear. He now has E upgrade. 420 Blaze it. E upgrade. Though having a very rough time CSing, and if he gets his bone plating procced, I think For Free should have a free solo kill. If For Free can proc the bone plating, back out, and then jump in. Oh, I wouldn't use the bone on that, but Scuttle Crab's gonna be both picked up. Oh wow, Fitz just stole. wait, Fitz just stole Scuttle Crab from his jungler. Yoink, I guess. For Free just gonna take the not gonna take a reset, but instead gonna opt to just move over to Dragon here. So gonna be able to secure that on spawn. Really good job by Unwise Behavior to see they have that angle. Frodo gonna TP back with a Sheen, nothing else. And this is exactly where the Comet poke would be so disgusting. Just W. Imagine a Comet there. I am so annoyed. Sorry, I'm getting tilted. E gonna be interrupted by Venomous Duck. Use your ultimate, Venom. Duck, use your ult! He's not 6 yet! Ah! You win that! Just drag him towards... Okay. Ultimate gonna be used by Frodo here. Flash gonna be used by Fresh. You're gonna be able to find the binding. So, just some... I don't know, some mechanical misplays. First death in the top, or second death technically, theoretically. But first kill for Unwise Behavior, going to be going over the Morgana, and they're going to look to start up the Void Grubs here. For Free having to dodge a potential gank from the... Ooh, Jordan getting hooked under turret, and that's going to be a kill going over to Colby. Going to dodge out on the Lotus Trap. Ooh, Chase actually going to be jumping in onto For Free here. Not level 6 yet, but we'll just be able to use the W to get away. Probably going to be forced to flash away from here, but no, not going to flash it. Instead, Chase is going to be flashing to get the knock up onto Freshie here. You're going to be able to get that kill. That's going to be another kill going over to Victor. Victor is now 19 away from his second upgrade. Okay, if I'm in solo queue and I see a second upgrade Victor at 8 minutes, I'm just crying. Like, I'm crying on the inside. I don't want to play the game anymore. Because that Victor is just so accelerated. It's insane. Well, yeah, I always cry. But this time I'd be crying even harder. Jack's going to be thrown into the wall, going to use the W. Venomous Duck have ultimate? He does. Okay, Duck, you got to realize, Jax has no counter-strike there. If you just ult him, drag him towards your turret, and then just Q him, you win that fight. Man, I'm feeling like Orion right now when he watches other people play Lilia. Ooh, Colby gonna be flashing in on top of Fitz here, brother. You're 300 HP against a Jhin. I don't think that's the play you want to go for. Chase potentially getting baited in here. You know, the jungle and support of Unwise Behavior are right there in the cusps. Gonna sidestep the binding from the Morgana. Freshie gonna get the ult off. And ult's going to be used by Chase to dodge out. For free, just going to get the assist there. No kill, but it's going to be a kill going over to the Nautilus and the Morgana instead. And we got 3 Void Grubs, so we get some decent amount of damage. Freshie J Morgana looking like a problem for everyone. True. I want to check something. We have 7 procs in 10 minutes. Ooh, Gojo, or not Gojo, for free, gonna use, be able to buffer. Actually, how did he do it? Did he eat the or the ash binding? Oh, come on, directed camera. Oh no, he just ate all the thing and then just flashed instantly. So Flash Ignite gonna be used by the bot lane there. For free, just kind of eating everything this game, unfortunately. It's kind of on Freshie to carry this game with Fitz. True. Avalon would be getting gapped right now by Freshie Morgana. Bro would be quaking. Let's see. Void Grub's going to be started by Freshie J here. He's taking a lot of damage. Chase going to spot him out. Going to go in. Going to get the knockup. Freshie just going to get one shot. Has the ultimate, and now he's dead. Jordan inting someone else. Look, Jordan was 1-1-24 last game, Jake, on the Maokai support. He was kind of 1v9. He's just having a bad game. Doesn't see it, doesn't matter. True. If I can't see it, it doesn't exist. Ult him? Drag him into turret? Okay, do we not have ult? Ult him, please. There we go. Finally, drag him into turret, and he takes a turret shot, and he lives. Because we didn't just stay on top of him. We ran all the way back. Gonna dodge out on this gank. I apologize if I'm flaming the top laners too heavy. I might be going in a little bit too much on them, but... Ooh! We're gonna eat the arrow from base. Shay's gonna come out of the shadows. Gonna get that kill, gonna get the knockup, and have enough damage to finish him off. Freshie gonna walk right into Chase here, just trying to rune him down. Ultimate gonna be used. Shay's gonna flash away and then instantly ult Freshie. And this Victor. Hey Victor! Already on all your hex core upgrades, eh? Frodo just having for fun. Replacing just for fun while having fun in the top lane. Duck gonna try and go in onto the Jax here. We're just gonna use the leap strike. Or first strike just to jump away. Ooh, Jesus Christ, that Victor damage. Frodo just poking him down. Not having a fun time. Alright. The Jax wins, but you also need to not fall this behind. Because eventually the Skarner will just stat check you. Ultimate going to be used onto Fitz here. Colby Cake's going to flash afterwards. He's going to force out the flash and the cleanse. Freshie going to catch out Feoria on the binding here. Is taking a lot of damage. And oh, Skarner, no! Nautilus taking the bounty away from the for free who was 2 feet away. Okay, Jake, I think you might be onto something. For free now getting chased down by the Ashlow. It is 5-13. 5-13. Not a fun time. Date behind enemy lines.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh, Jax is gonna just die here, brother. You don't want that. Have to be careful though, because Freshie is here in the cut. Okay. Just gonna walk right into the binding. Alright. If you're gonna rewatch this for a VOD, Venomous Duck, something you can do, walk up here, and you can just use the E to go through the wall. It's like Caney. You can literally just walk through walls, pretty much. Yeah, if you want to dodge that gank next time, just walk further into the alcove and then just E through the wall, instead of starting the E instantly. For free getting half health by 1 in Victor E. Oh no, not again. Jesus Christ, man. Stop it, Tai Tai. Stop abusing that man. Gonna find another cross map. Gonna walk right into Colby Cake getting jumped on by the Nautilus. Depth charge gonna be used. They're trying to kill Colby. Finally will fall to the collector of the Jin. Chase getting caught out though. Gonna be rooted up by the Morgana. Has the ultimate to dodge out, but you're just gonna die as soon as fits. Hold up, wait a minute. I guess, but they just don't know that he has cleanse. But also, since they use it on the bot lane, ooh, great hook by Jordan. Able to pull, okay, wait, Fitch just got 3 kills. He just got a giant gold influx. He's now even in gold with the Ashe. The ult used bot lane was able to use get the bot tier 1 and another kill onto Feoria. So it wasn't bad. It probably is better to try and target the Jhin, but it's not bad to also use it on bot lane. If you're able to hit it, and you know Tyler was able to. Yeah, Feoria is very, like, even though Fitch just got a lot of gold, Victor can easily hard carry a game a lot harder than a Jhin can. He just needs some setup from his team. Ooh. Got another Ashe ult used on bot lane. They're bullying him, man. He probably does at this point. Oh, Feoria gonna get... Oh, God. That is not what you want. Okay, yeah, that's not the combo you want for free. Fitz trying to escape away from Chase. Still has the second knock up. But he's just kind of walking away because, Rek'Sai doesn't do that much damage anymore. I don't even think that's anti-synergy. I think For Free just fucked up. Like, he doesn't need to use the ult there because he only had one tick of the E on it, so it's not even like he was using it to get a reset at W or something. Ult him. Ult's gonna be used. Rek'Sai. What? Chase! Nah. They're just gonna walk through the turret. Give this to Fitz. Okay, Fitz able to secure the shutdown onto the Victor, and he won't die to the blood or Blackfire Torch from. Victor doesn't have Blackfire Torch, so I wasn't even in threat of dying. Chase gonna get the kill onto Freshy here. They're just knocking up Jordan. Gonna be able to flash Q away, and that's gonna be a double kill for Chase. They got a double kill. They got the shutdown onto Victor, and they got it onto Jhin. Grubby Gladiators is low-key throwing this game. The Jhin, if Jhin can get to his next item, he can one-shot some people. Especially if Victor keeps having to match this Tristan in the side lane. LDR. He just goes LDR because he has to still be the one to help shred through Skarner and Rek'Sai and Thresh. Yeah, the crit bleed item's really good, but I would rather see him go LDR into Yuntal. I think I hope he doesn't go RFC. I think he needs to be the damage dealer. RFC just helps like get more pick than just DPS for Jhin. Now that's some anti-synergy. Yeah, he probably wants RFC, but I think he has to go it later on. TP going to be used by Skarner here just to help around the bot side. Going to be able to secure the dragon afterwards. And Jax is now TPing on top of 4 people. Yeah, Yuntal. Valderos. Yeah, both those were something. Duck didn't need to because the fight was already over, and Jax, I don't know why he's TPing into 4 people. No. If you're going to TP, you got to commit to that shit. No more canceling that shit last minute because you're like, actually, the fight's no longer worth it. I mean, it's still 65 AD on Jhin, and it's a burn item for Jhin, who can get up to like 700 AD. Ooh, Freshy just gonna walk into the hook from Colby there. And Fitz just trying to buy some time, trying to find somebody. Ult gonna connect onto him, so he's gonna be forced to cleanse out of there, but that's gonna be knocked up. And he's gonna die, and that's gonna be a free Baron for Grubby Gladiators here. And unfortunately, Freshy just walked right into the bush that Thresher is standing in, so they have 2. Grubby Gladiators hasn't had more than 2 all series. They had 1 last game. Okay, that is 800 gold going into Tristana's pocket, so it's not the worst, but he's still down a lot of gold. Knight's Vow finally going to be completed for Jordan here, allowed to keep Fitz alive a bit longer. Ooh, Freshie gonna look for the solo kill onto Tai here, but Tai just stood there and DPS'd him down before he was able to actually get the ult proc. Chase catching Hardy and not Hardy, Jordan and Fitz out. Is he getting Frozen Heart? I mean, I hope he's not building Frozen Heart. I'd rather just see Randuin's. Like, you're against double crit 80 carry. I mean, it depends. If he just wants to be tankier for his team, yeah. No, objective bounty will be at least claimed for Jax there in the top lane, but doesn't really matter though because you're losing your tier 2 mid. Which while will be less gold, it will be more gold in the long run because you won't be able to walk into your jungle anymore. He's saying it's cooler because it's frozen. But also, I wouldn't want Frozen Heart here. I'd rather see Randuin's. Oh my god. For free just gonna eat another Ash arrow, unfortunately. Jordan gonna be jumping in onto Chase here, and he's gonna get bursted down. 1-for-1 trade in the top lane for Frodo, so not able to get to... If he was able to live there, he probably could have got the tier 3 top. And unfortunately, we have to get Mike a W. Colby flashing after a Morgana here. How are the visions score this low? Because we have a top main and a top main on support. And wards are crutch for bad players. Just track where everyone is at all times. All right, 28-14. It's a, what is it? 8k gold lead, 7k? 7k gold lead for the Gladiators. We got soul point spawning, or soul spawning in 1 minute. Or just don't play it, just ban out Blitzcrank. There you go. Or just pick like someone like Cho'Gath or Sion who want to be hooked. True. Hey, don't be dissing the Michigan Lee Sin. That shit struck fear into the hearts of people. Not gonna say which people it struck fear into, but it struck fear into people's hearts. Broda getting jumped on here. Gonna use the execute from the Rek'Sai to kill him off. You wanna know one thing? I kind of wish Rek'Sai Ultimate had an execute threshold. Like Akshan and Pyke ult, where it showed you how much it kills. True. Freshie gonna be forced to flash out there, not gonna want to eat that that hook. True. The real question is though, when is that Yume person gonna play Lilia? Colby Cake's going to eat that W root from the Jin, though, but that's a very tanky Thresh. He does have full Frozen Heart, a lot of armor. For free, going to be forced to flash over the wall. Not Dredge Line going to be used on the Ashe to knock her up. We're not going to be finding anything after that. Chase is getting kind of DPS down. Forced flash. Colby Cake's going to find the hook onto the Jax, though, and he's going to finally fall to the Ashe. Double kill for her. They're trying to chase down their sights onto Jordan here. Freshie will find that binding onto the Skarner and will follow up with the Not Q. But while all that's going on, Victor is just taking their base for free. Not Yannick, Feoria. And now, with their base in tatters, they are going to turn their sights onto the Baron and probably look to end this game soon. $31.15, 10k gold lead, soul point, or soul, you know, Cloud Soul, they are very fast. Ashe with Cloud Soul, terrifying. Victor with Cloud Soul, even more terrifying. Rek'Sai with ult, pretty freaking terrifying. Skarner with Cloud Soul, you're getting dragged off down to the alley and beaten up. Probably robbed, mugged, anything he wants to do. Colby kicks and whatever. Oh, while all that was going on, while I was looking at Skarner, looks like a death. Freshie just caught dying for vision, doing his best Hardy impression. Goddamn right, brother. I'm gonna just not read that message. In fact, you know what? There we go. I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't send any message. You can type right now. Are you being silenced? No. Okay, good. Hook gonna be caught onto the Jax here by Colby Cakes. Okay, Jake, stop being weird, bro. This is the unwise behavior I know. True. Why am I even watching Freshie? Jax just died. How did Frodo die? Oh my god, we got back-to-back Hardys! My god, these people are just making that man so proud. Dying for another control ward. Okay, I'm gonna use some hidden technology. Why has this game not ended, by the way? Why, just using the client, why are they still in game? Slingshot built into RFC. It builds into RFC and Static Shiv. I think those are the only two. I've never actually built Runons on the new build path. Colby Cake's going to be able to escape with his life. Two-man Skarner ult, though. Jax jumping into the back line. Not able to get enough damage, though. He's going to finally fall. Chase going to get the kill onto the Nautilus here, and I don't know why that's not game. Like, why are we taking Dragon when we can just run bot lane and end the game? S5. You have double super minions. Man, they are terrified of a steal. Or maybe Chase didn't have smite yet. Who knows? Yeah, they had a gigantic double Baron or double super waves. Why didn't they just run bot and end the game? Oh, because Ash built it. I was looking on this side at that slingshot. Gonna grab the inhib. I guess we just can't see end angles. Probably gonna back off and let's see. Baron's spawning in a minute and a half. I think they're just gonna reset. You know, grab pots, grab full items, and then hopefully siege with Elder buff. What's this for free guy cooking? I mean, I think that's the build right now for Tristana. He just needs a QSS because he keeps getting Ash ulted. He's just doing his best Eve impression with how many Ash ults he's eating. Oh, the 0 and 8? He's not had the most fun this game. Victor started the game with 75 Hex Core upgrades. So he did not have a lot of fun. Jordan going to try and find a flash hook onto Tai. That was probably their best opportunity, honestly. Found the Ash a little bit away from their team. Now they're just starting to siege the turrets. Trying to get some damage down. Jordan just able to walk away, but they're just going to start hitting these turrets. Both Nexus turrets going to slowly fall. Jack's going to be jumping in. Venomous Duck diving the freaking Nexus. Freshie going to find a nice 3-man knockup, but now the Elder is just coming out. You're going to get knocked into the Nexus again. And that's going to be finally all she wrote. 40-18 in favor of the Gladiators. 36 minutes into the game. All right. So game one, Freshie easily the MVP for game one on the Echo. Had an insane performance. Game two, though. Who are we giving it to? All right. Tai 13-2 on the Ash. Feoria was 11-4. Did kind of get spoon-fed a bit because of how many Hex Core upgrades he did get. But no, this was the final game. The next games will be on Thursday. Feoria for game two. Yeah, Ash had a lot of good cross-map arrows, especially on the 4-free. He was not having fun with that. Thresh, you can't give it to a sub. Oh, wait, Colby. Wait, was Colby on the Thresh? Okay, never mind. You're just saying the Thresh because you're a Thresh main. The Sea Dog. Yeah, you can kind of make a case for any of them. Chase did a pretty good job on the Rek'Sai, got most lanes ahead. Ash had quite a few good cross map arrows and was the good DPS source. Feoria did his job in the side lane. You know, got ahead, got quite a few kills with the early lead he was given. But I think let's just start off the interview. Let's get a Freshie in here for let's get Freshie in for the first game. All right, hello. Let me see your volume.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello, how you feeling? How you feeling after that series?
Feeling a little bummed. We were feeling on top of the world after game one. And then game two, like, it was pretty much doomed from the get-go, to be honest. But
Yeah.
all in all, I guess it wasn't too bad. Like, Grubby Gladiators put up a great fight game two. They played a great game, so
Right.
we showed up. So
Yeah. So
I'll take the 1-1.
yeah, let's talk about the first game. How did you feel actually being able to play Echo this time around?
That felt great. I rarely get Echo. Um, I don't know why it wasn't banned. I imagine it will be banned in the future. Um, that was like the ideal Echo game, and I
Mhm.
had to show up and not do a troll build because I rarely get it. But if I get it again, maybe it will be a troll build. Can't guarantee.
Yeah, hopefully we get to see some interesting things. Might see like a Triforce, Iceborne, who knows, anything really. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
buddy, don't get me started.
Yeah, but you said you guys were on cloud nine. How are the comms going into the second game though?
Second game, our comms were good. I would say, like, I think Jordan was great at spotting out Rek'Sai, and we were doing a really good job anticipating where he was. Um, but it didn't really matter because just so many things just didn't
Hmm.
go our way. Like, yeah, we know the Rek'Sai is there, but he still just like had more damage than we anticipated. I
Yeah.
thought Sea Dog had some nuts like flash knockup plays and the like. Um, and then yeah, the cross map alts with Ash, like that just we didn't see that coming. And then um so I guess the
Hmm.
comms were good.
How are they
Like
after the level one? Victor got to start with 75 hex core level one, which is a really rough for a champion that's supposed to scale.
yeah, we after that invade were like, oh, whatever, like we still got this. And then it
Hmm.
slowly became, oh shit, that was more of a liability than we were giving it credit
Okay.
for.
Yeah, still got the game. Still got the win game one, so at least got to write off with a 1-1 week. How are you guys feeling after this one? It's been a rough start to the season, but maybe the second half of the season will look up for you guys.
Yeah, we're ready for the comeback. We're hoping to be 2-0 today to start that off, but we'll take 1-1. Grubby Gladiators played a very good game, especially game two. That was nuts.
Hmm.
Honestly, as far as that team is concerned, I think they've come a long ways because, like, I know that there is deliberation in this chat as far as who's the MVP, and like just playing against them, they were so cohesive. Um, we were like thinking, like, okay, who is the weak link? Like, who can we pick off here? Who can we like try to abuse to get back in the game? And the answer was like none of them.
Yeah,
It was so difficult because they were a well-oiled machine that second game. So,
yeah, doing a good
um,
job to cover each other. Make sure if anyone's
yeah, they
caught out,
played
there's
they
people in
played
the
such a good
shadows.
team game.
It's like, oh wow, the Ash is in mid lane by herself. Let's try something. You go in, and it's like, wait a minute, three people are flanking me. Wait a minute.
Right, right, right.
Okay, yeah, and if you had to go MVP to someone on the enemy team, who are you giving it to?
I would give it to Tyler. It's strictly because he also did okay game one.
Okay.
Um, and then this like so game two it could have gone to basically any of the four of them besides top. Sorry, Venomous Duck, but
Yeah.
like you could make the case. But so to me, if it's for the series, like taking game one into account, like Tyler still had a couple good picks. He was annoying. Um, but yeah, I mean the rest of them were barbecue chicken game
Mm,
one. So I think we got to give it to Tyler for the series.
yeah, yeah. Definitely. And you've heard it here first, folks. Top lane does not matter. So we'll be repeating that quite a few more times throughout the season. Yeah, thank you for the interview. Gonna go ahead and jump into this next one with
Thanks for
Grubby
streaming.
Gladiators. No problem. Honestly, whoever out of those four you guys want to send is fine. Honestly, I think, like I said, Chase, Colby, Fiorio, or Ty could easily make a decision on being MVP game two. I mean, everyone entered game one. You can't really do much. It's just one of those that's like, all right, guys, you can just go next. Save mental.
Well, I guess it's me since we can't find Colby.
Okay.
Sorry, it's
No,
really
no.
disappointing.
It's all good. How you feeling after that series, Fioria?
Man, let's just not talk about game one. That was fucking miserable. Never
Actually,
again.
let's start with that. What were the comms like going
Oh my
into game
god.
two?
Well, like last game 2 days ago was the same thing where I think the same question was asked because we also got fucked in game one, and someone said something about like, oh, we were just like trying to, make each other feel better. Things were silent. We were not talking between game one and two last time or tonight. We were just in our own little world, like
Man, what the
trying
fuck
to
was that
get
shit,
ourselves
man?
together, and it worked out. We all, I think, have our own ways to reset our mentals.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah, definitely just don't even want to talk about game one.
no,
It was just kind
no,
of
I
the
don't.
Akshan Echo show, but let's talk about game
Yeah.
two, man. All right, I want to start off the bat. What was the high like when you look down at your hex core level 1, minute 30 into the game, and you see
Oh
75
my god.
upgrades?
I thought I only got one of the or KP on 2 of 3 kills, and I was like 50. That's pretty solid. Like we're doing good. And then I press tab and see 2 assists. And I'm like, nah, this is over. I got this. This lane's free. Um, and after that, I was just trying to play not aggro, like not trying to blow the lead, just like keep it steady, keep it consistent, and just slowly grind away. Um, I gotta give a few shout outs to Ty for some of those Ash ults.
Mm-hmm.
Cross map. He's probably gonna say something in chat about how it wasn't, like, oh, I'm the one who corralled him into him, only because he pinged him very well and like communicated exactly when he was gonna do them,
Mm-hmm.
and that got us several huge picks. So
Yeah,
thank you to
I
that,
definitely know For
and
Free
also
was
thank you
not
Ty for
happy.
giving me a kill in the counter invade. Like he was like, no, give it to Alex, give it to him, he deserves it. I was like, babe.
Yeah, definitely. Victor is one of those champions that you do not want early kills on, and it
Mm-mm.
definitely showed there. Getting the E upgrade at 3.5 minutes.
Yep.
All
I
right,
mean, I
let's.
still like fucked up my CS early, but it's
Mm.
okay.
Oh yeah,
We
I
take
think
what we get.
I think I called it out. I was like, okay, he's like kind of down to like 20, 25 CS early, but no, we're still ahead just because of
Yep.
that early invade. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. What was the team environment like going throughout game two? You guys always just
Oh, we
kind of
felt
in
good.
control.
I think one thing with game one that we weren't doing well was communicating too. Like we were just quiet.
Hmm.
And I think part of the reason we were quiet is because we were down early, but part of the reason we were down early is because we were quiet.
Yeah.
And game two, we were just like over communicating every little thing the whole way through, and that's what made the difference. Kept
Mm.
everyone engaged. I think it kept everyone feeling good even when bad things happened. And yeah.
All right. And now, how do you guys feel about the second half of the season? We already know how first half of the went. It was a really rough start for you guys. But now I think you guys are what, 3-1, 4-2 into the second half. So starting off strong. Do you want to try and keep up this momentum?
It's going to be really interesting to see what happens after Ty goes to Germany. Um, I don't know what the plan is, whether he's going to try to play on lower ping or whether he's going to find subs or whether it's going to be a mix of both. But I think we're going to have to change our mindset around what we're playing for, depending on the answer to those questions.
Hmm.
And so we'll see how rough of a spot that puts us in, because no question, he's been the one not only like performing the best in game, but also
The leader of the
trying
team.
to like guide us through everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm trying to be more aggressive about making calls in chat now, just partially to get ready for that in case he's gone. But I've still got work to do on that. So
Yeah, definitely seen here. And last but not least, if you have to give MVP to somebody, who are you giving it to on the enemy team?
oh my gosh, I mean, Freshy's jungle was crazy game one. And it wasn't bad game two either. It was just like a tough game for everyone game two.
Yeah.
Um, and Morg's a hard champ to sort of solo carry on, but still provided a lot of utility, and I felt how annoying Freshy was in game two,
Hmm.
personally, a lot. So screw you, Freshy. You're the MVP.
Yeah, Fitz just getting left out there again, but it's okay. 80 carries do not matter. Deal with
It's
it,
true.
Fitz.
ADC doesn't matter. Ty doesn't matter. Fitz doesn't matter.
It's a broken rule that doesn't matter, all right?
Yeah.
Get that through. But yeah, that's going to be all. Thank you for the interview. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. That's going to be all from us for today. I think the next game that has been scheduled is tomorrow night, so hopefully there's a game between Exodia and Die tomorrow night. Who knows? That one of those teams is a complete mess at the moment. But the next official game that's been scheduled is going to be this Thursday at 7:30 between Bombagat and Unwise Behavior. So check us out then. Thank you everybody for stopping by, and you have a great rest of your night.